You must respect the will of the individual. Take it easy. I assure you that everything will turn out fine. Let one outlook on life. Always maintain a positive attitude. You should be fair to everyone, regardless national origin, gender, or creed. Equality is guaranteed by the Constitution. He leaned against a pillar and gazed at the Statue of Liberty. A man passed by me giving off a subtle scent of perfume. It reminded me I my ex-girlfriend. Not all smells awful, but tastes terrific. I'm soaked with sweat. Stand back. You stink. Take a shower. Bob was so beside himself that he could scarcely tell fact from fiction. His new novel, which combined prose with his gift for poetry, gonna to be published. An up-to-date edition of the encyclopedia will come out next month. Miss Yamada translated a fascinating fairy tale into plain Japanese. The following passage is quoted from a well-known fable. Are you familiar with contemporary literature? I know next to nothing about it. At times, I confuse curve with carve. Don't be shy. Your pronunciation is more or less correct. This article contains tips for those who are eager to increase their vocabulary. His latest works are on display at the City Hall. They are fabulous beyond description. Could you move over a little? Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was taking up so much space. What is ugly object? This is a piece of abstract art. I begged Michi to lend me $100, but he shook his head and broke too. I'm up buying on an impulse whenever something is on sale. So am I. As it is, ordinary people cannot afford to purchase such luxuries. As anticipated, the American plate has risen 3 quarters in a row. I have to cut down my expenses, so from now on, I'm going to keep track of them on a daily basis. In any case, Daniel has to compromise to a certain extent. Competent mechanics are great demand, so they earn decent wages. The president announced a concrete plan to carry out welfare reform. His policy will no doubt lead to dismal consequences. It needs a thorough review. It goes without saying that the aging of society is inevitable. To take a look at the discharge, it is against the juvenile delinquency only increasing in alarming rate. In business districts, there are a lot of vacant lots which have for sale for years. The population of density in the metropolis is gradually decreasing. In all likelihood, the percent will continue to decline steadily for years to come. The power plant supplies the remote county with electricity. You are not allowed to operate this device without permission. In fact, the inhabitants have been exposed to radiation. One cannot emphasize too much the potential danger of nuclear energy. For years, press overlooked the problem that now, if anything, they were making of too much of it. As well as cultivating grain, the farmer runs a grocery store. The research institute was established in the late 1960s. Why don't you consult Stowe in person? He's by far the most prominent attorney around here. I'll write down, just in case, because I have a bad memory. The lawyer recommended me that he try to take legal action against the insurance company. They were entitled to compensate for their injuries. So far, no less than 200 people have died of the flu epidemic. The effect of the dog builds intense but brief. He has a habit of biting his nails. It's absolutely disgusting. My grandma strained her back when she bent down to hug my son. If you have a stiff neck, try an herbal remedy. Medical breakthroughs brought about great benefit for our humanity as a whole. We can't apply cloning techniques to cattle, let alone human beings. It's forbidden. Whales are classified as mammals. The theory of evolution beyond all my imagination. Biologist was proud of his historic discovery and doesn't mind boasting about it. On ground, they are opposed to so-called gene therapy. The initial symptoms of the disease are fever and a sore throat. The structure of the brain is complex. Owing to illness, some representatives were absent from the annual conference. Little by little, my son-in-law is recovering from stomach cancer, and now he is in good spirits. This is fake, isn't it? Hey, it's a genuine antique. No way. Anything else? That it for here to go. How much is this rug? $100, including tax. Okay, I'll take it. I don't think those pants look good on you. Try these on. They are really now. He got out of the cab in haste, saying, "Keep the change." Delivery service is available to our customers for a slight extra charge. It's on me. No, you treat me every time we eat out. Well, okay. Let's split the check then. While I hung out at the mall, I ran into Ken. I was short of cash, so I will do the $100 I had deposited in my bank account last week. On our way home, she was robbed of her purse. That's odd. Tell me how it happened. I'll explain to you later. My parents gave me a 6 p.m. curfew as a punishment because I broke my promise. As the proverb goes, the end justifies the means. Now that I've found out no one to turn to, I'll have to stand on my own 2 feet. The chairman cut me off saying, "Time to wind things up. Let's take a vote." We exchanged frank opinions in the meeting, but consensus yet to be reached regarding this matter. Do you agree or disagree with him? I'm on his side. Strictly speaking, his views differ somewhat from mine. Could you go by it again? I couldn't make up what you're getting at. No one backed at me first, but eventually I talked them into going along my plan. I admire your perseverance, courage, and wisdom. You flatter me. In making a decision, I rely not on logic, but on instinct. He came up with the ingenious, sensible solution and immediately it into practice. From the active viewpoint, the former is inferior to the latter. Your idea sounds marvelous in theory, yet I don't think it would work in practice. You expected him to defeat his opponent, but he failed to live up to our expectations. Ironically, despite their best endeavors, their mission resulted in complete failure. Genius makes up for a lack of first-hand experience. She possesses the great capacity of overcoming any obstacle. Without your solid support, the deal would have fallen through. I'm grateful to you. Putting inflammable items into the cabin is prohibited. Our flight to Vienna was delayed on account of a minor accident. The plane blew up and plunged into the ocean, killing all the people on board. They are working around the clock looking into the cause of the crash. Unfortunately, few passengers survived the catastrophe. The aviation experts analyzed the statistics in detail. On behalf of all the staff, I'd like to express our sympathy for the victims. In a sense, he's to blame for the disaster. The vehicles are inspected for defects in every 3 months. I was amazed to see that our utility bills came to so much. Turn the faucet off, Mom yelled in a rage. Tighten the lid so the food doesn't go bad. Can I borrow your scissors? Sure, here you are. You can substitute some transparent glue for a neutron thread. I died of this fabric and it shrunk. I'm getting rid of this leather jacket because it worn out at the elbows. Add some blood to the mixture and stir it until it becomes thick. What should we do with the leftovers? Keep them in the fridge for now. I'll heat them in the microwave later. I could already laid out of the own money on his PC, but second so I decided to put some aside for a rainy day. As if hadn't become something of necessity, and I can't do without one. No sooner had the back when relaxed when my wife asked to do the chores, she laid the baby down and lay down beside him. Put this stuff away. It's in the way. When the kid made believe they were dinosaurs, they were scolded by their mother. After he bumped into the shelf, the priceless china was fell and shattered into fragments. Can you keep an eye on a kid for a while? I need to pick up Ken, no problem. I never told her for making mess in his yard. Dory resembles her big sister in every way. You can't tell them apart. As a rule, twins have a lot in common. I'm tired of doing the dishes, doing the laundry, and so on. My favorite pastime is strolling along the shore. It's pleasant. I'm exhausted. Let's take a break in the shade. Why not? Bob, this vending machine's out of order. Oh no, I'm dying with thirst. She invented of hunger and fatigue, but came to after a while.